The words hit me before I had even stepped through the doorway. Sorry, you're not invited. Not whispered, not quiet, a declaration. My wife's father, smug, rehearsed, standing at the threshold of his own golden anniversary. Behind him, chandeliers bled gold across marble floors. Laughter, music, the smell of wealth. Then came the other line, "Get this beggar out." Security moved. Black suits, blank stares. Their hands hovered near me like I was some kind of disease. I didn't speak, not then. Words were worthless in rooms like this. I felt my wife's eyes on me, cold, deliberate, waiting for me to make a scene. I didn't. I turned, walked back into the night. But silence has its own language. By the time I reached the car, my thumb had already moved across the phone screen. One by one, $240,000 worth of payments I'd been quietly funneling into their empire disappeared. Transfers canceled, authorizations revoked, accounts locked. Minutes later, my phone lit up like a funeral pyre. Her name, her father's, unknown numbers screaming through the glass. I didn't answer. Not yet. I sat there, in the dark, engine off. The glow from the screen pulsed like a heartbeat. Every ring was proof of panic, proof of exposure. But beneath the anger, there was something else. The look she gave me when I walked out, my wife. Not surprise, not regret. It was calculation. Like she'd been waiting for this moment. Like the trap was hers, not mine. I replayed it, again, again. That half smile, the way she leaned into her mother, whispering, as though cutting me out of her family's celebration was just another performance in a long, hidden play. And suddenly, questions I'd buried for years clawed their way up. The late nights at work, the phone always face down, the laughter when she thought I couldn't hear. I told myself then, it was nothing. But nothing has a weight, and tonight it crushed me. I didn't rage, I didn't confront, I observed. Her phone, left charging by the bed, gave me more answers than her lips ever had. Messages. Deleted, but not gone. Numbers unsaved, but familiar in pattern. One in particular, repeated like a drumbeat through the years. I traced it, quietly. A man, a ghost. An ex-lover she swore had vanished from her life long before I entered it. But ghosts don't vanish, they haunt. Bank records confirmed it. Transfers. Not hers, mine. Money I'd provided for house expenses, redirected. Disguised. Fed into an account that wasn't ours. And then the photos. Buried deep in cloud storage. Him, her, together. Not recent, not ancient. Continuous. A thread woven through our entire marriage, invisible until I pulled it taut. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I built my case like an architect builds a cathedral. Precise, quiet, inevitable. DNA testing came next. My son, my pride, my blood. When the envelope arrived, I didn't open it immediately. I sat with it, felt its weight in my hand. Heavy, but not as heavy as the truth inside. When I tore it open, the words were clean, clinical, irrefutable. Probability of paternity, 0%. I didn't scream, didn't cry. I waited until dinner. She sat across from me, unaware, scrolling her phone between bites. I placed the folder on the table, beside her plate. She looked at it, then at me. "What's this?" I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She opened it, read, froze. The color drained from her face. Her fork slipped from her hand, clattering against porcelain. She looked up at me, mouth open, eyes wide, searching for mercy. All she found was silence. "I know," I said finally. 2 words. Enough. I slid my phone across the table. On the screen, her messages, her bank records, her photos. Every lie documented. Every betrayal exposed. Her lips trembled. "Please." I raised my hand, not to strike, to silence. You wanted me out tonight, I said, calm, almost gentle. Now you'll get your wish. She leaned forward, desperate. We can fix this. No. The word cut sharper than any blade. I stood, pushed the chair back slowly, deliberately. Every movement a sentence in the verdict she already knew was final. As I walked out, her sobs followed me. Not sorrow, fear, the sound of a life collapsing. Outside, the air was cold, clean. For the first time in years, I breathed without weight on my chest. The phone still vibrated. Calls, messages, panic bleeding through the screen. I let it ring. In the rearview mirror, the house shrank. The woman inside shrank with it. Once, she was everything. Now, she was nothing. I didn't lose a wife. I didn't lose a son. I shed an illusion. As the road opened before me, I felt no anger, no grief. Only clarity. Betrayal doesn't end with fire. It ends with silence. And mine was absolute.